Hello, my name is Kerry Martell, and I am the president and founder of Martell Broadcasting Systems. What I want to show you today is a demonstration of our TV Anywhere application, Zenither. Now, what we're going to show you has been in development for almost an entire year. Zenither is a TV Anywhere application similar to Sling TV and YouTube TV. On Zenither, you can watch a broadcast feed that is being transmitted from a traditional broadcaster. In this example, RT, a large news broadcaster. Their live feed is rebroadcast to our platform through an HLS feed. We call this a simulcast station. Unfortunately, the problem with these live channels is that there is no way to re-watch the broadcast and make the videos available on demand, unless you record the entire feed, which is what many of our competitors do, and which we do not. Instead, we carry simulcast stations to onboard channel partners so they can get a taste and feel for how it is to work with us. What we really want to showcase to you today is our patent-pending dynamic stations. These type of TV networks are going to make a huge disruption in the TV market. Dynamic stations simulate a traditional linear broadcast feed, but with dynamic stations, all of the videos which make up the feed are in the cloud on our servers. So if you click on an episode listing from the channel guide, it goes to the content programmed for that current time of day on the feed, which for example right now is 4:08 p.m. So the channel starts at 4:08 p.m. in the episode listing, but because the videos that compose this linear feed are all in the cloud, we can restart the program and watch it from the beginning without ever needing to DVR the show. We can also go back earlier in the day's broadcast schedule and watch other content that has already been released just as easily. This is a huge strength of Zenither. There is no reason for the viewer to ever have to set up a DVR recording of a broadcast feed. Once an episode has been released, it's released for instant consumption anytime thereafter. Zenither also has social features that many TV Anywhere applications are missing. You can comment on an episode using our comment box to say you love a video and add a smiley face with ease. We also have the ability to go back to the channel guide very easily and find other content that we want to watch. For example, if you want to take a look at information about a program on a different channel, you can easily do that too. Now we want to show you what our station pages look like. A station page allows a publisher to organize video-on-demand content, as well as allow viewers to subscribe to a station, so that it will appear in their subscription feed and other custom areas of our channel guide. Once subscribed, if you go to the subscription feed, you will see content that has been released recently that is available on demand, as well as other kinds of training content that is available platform-wide. And you can select different categories or select information from specific channels that you're subscribed to in order to customize what content is shown in the subscription feed to make it easier to navigate and find what you're looking for. One of the strengths of Zenither's design for our subscription feed is that it presents a very easy way for viewers to watch the content that they want to watch. Once they have told Zenither that they are interested in watching a station by subscribing to it, there's never a need to subscribe and enable any special extra notifications on our platform, like an alert bell or something which some other video platforms have implemented. Instead, our filters make it easier to find the content you have already subscribed to and dig through the ocean of new episodes, movies, and live programs that are currently broadcasting. Our Future Releases tab is similar to a TV Guide magazine format. It will show you platform-wide what kinds of shows are coming up for release in the feeds and available on demand. This is yet another means of content discovery for viewers. For example, we have Eye for an Eye, which is a courtroom drama program. You can bring up the info window to see additional information about that program, including related shows, and access the station page and see what is available as well. Now if we go back to the main TV Guide area of Zenither, you can also open an info window directly from an episode listing, which features related shows. All the recommended shows shown in the info window are all content that is part of that specific TV network. So once you have a viewer who is interested in watching content from you, it is very easy for them to find something else from that network they might also want to watch. Now we understand merchandise is very important for brands, new media influencers, and TV networks. So we made sure to make it very easy for viewers to be able to make purchases related to a station. They can do it directly from the application in a variety of different places. One of these places is the station page. You can also go directly to an episode watch page and see merchandise being advertised at the bottom of the screen. Or if a viewer goes into theater mode, you can see it on the right-hand side as a tab alongside the comment tab. We believe most users will be using our platform in theater mode, So we wanted to make it easy for them to find merchandise while watching the programs. Okay, now that we've shown you the viewer experience of watching Zenither, let me show you the back end. And this is the first time we've ever publicly shown the back end. Around 10 patents at the moment we've filed related to just how everything here works. So I hope you'll be as excited as we are. Our goal was to make it as easy to run a television network as it is to manage a Hootsuite account, to manage Facebook and Twitter feeds in your social media. And I hope you'll agree with us, it is that easy. If you want to create a new station, no problem. Click the button, add station. Type the name of the station, some description about it, pick the category, put your website URL there, upload your graphics, and then type your URL, which is very different than a lot of platforms. You can actually create a URL which can be shared on social media, on Reddit, on other websites, and things like that to make it very easy for your audiences to find your new Zenither TV network. Now, if I had hit all the information into these fields and hit Add Station, this would create a dynamic station. But if I'm already a traditional broadcaster, I might just do a simulcast station where I would add my HLS feed and then put it in. Dynamic station, an example of which is the drive-in movie station, allows you to create shows by filling out some information, descriptions, how long an average episode runs, and also create, again, a URL that can be shared on third-party websites. I can also put my Shopify collection for the merchandise that I want advertised on all the episodes related to that show. One of the great things about our system is that every show can show different merchandise from different Shopify accounts. Creating an episode, again, very simple, straightforward. You can designate it as a live video, or you can just make it an on-demand one. Set the duration. Durations are all standardized to make it very easy for people. The content category, that's going to determine the color of the listing. Content category within Zenither is color-coded based off the colors in our logo. And again, the URL that you want for your show. So episode 1 of Adventure, for example, and I could just take this and share it on Facebook, Reddit, etc. Now within the episode itself, this is what we call the episode container. And the episode container allows us to add several video files, currently from YouTube or our video hosting partner JW Player. It allows you to add these segments which can be manipulated around in the timeline, kind of like a playlist, but it's so much more than just a playlist. It allows you really to dynamically change the content based upon the geographic location within it. You're also able to put in your own ad breaks. As you see here, we have ad segments that we have listed into this for a commercial break. Every ad segment is 15 seconds long. So how this works within our custom proprietary patent pending ad system is that if I am looking to advertise a 15-second ad and you are wanting to advertise one too, I bid $1 on one spot and you bid $1 on the next one. But somebody else says, I want to advertise a 30-second spot and I'll pay $5 for that. Then the system outbids you and me for the 15-second spots and combines those two 15-second spots into a 30-second spot, and that person who bid $5 now owns it. It's a very simplified explanation of how our ad system works, but the important thing is that it makes it very easy to manage a television network and ensure you get the highest return on your investment for your content. You can, as the publisher, can set a minimum bid price for your ad inventory. If you want to sell your ad for $100 per 15-second spot, you could do that. If you wanted to sell it for $100,000 per spot, you could do that. And while that seems crazy, that's exactly what major television networks will charge for national ad campaigns against a lot of their premium content. It's a very powerful system, and I'm sorry giving a super simplistic explanation of how it works. If you wanted a more detailed one, please find me after watching this video, and I will explain it to you further. But it's great stuff. We have analytics pages as well. Not much analytics to be shown in the live site right now since not many people have seen the live site, but we have the same analytics that you would get from YouTube. One thing that's different is that we, the next iteration of this analytics, will be combining to our consumer reporting data from our data partners. So you won't just know the age, gender, and the general location of the viewers, right? You're going to know if they're married. You're going to know if they're college educated and how well educated they are. You're going to know their income level. You're going to know how many children they have. You're going to know if they recently bought a car. You're going to know tremendous amounts of information about your audience, which is really important because if you want to command really high volume ad sales for your content, you need to be able to tell advertisers, and there's really no easy way to do that using platforms like YouTube. Very different with us. You get the same kind of information that we would use to sell ads on your behalf so that you can now sell ads with the same demographic information. Now, I figure by this point, some people are probably very curious how a channel feed gets created. How are we going to create a linear television channel feed very easily and make it so easy that a social media manager could do it? I'm going to show you exactly how, because right now we're going to build a day schedule. So I'm going to open up this option, the schedule builder, within my channel page settings. It's going to show me the screen for doing that. Now this is today's broadcast, and you can see that I have a lot of content already scheduled for not just the time zone that we're currently in, but for every time zone around the world has its own feed. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the next day. That easily. I'm going to search for some content that I can put up here. So let's say I put this Abbott Costello movie over here into the slot, and I put this one over here, and this one over here. And we've already started to build our schedule. But look at all these different time zones I've got a schedule for. That's completely crazy. I don't have time for that. I bet you don't either, which is great because we have a use for all option to very quickly add whatever you've scheduled into one time zone into the correct corresponding slots for other time zones. And just like that, I've scheduled a bunch of stuff. But let's suppose that I don't have rights to some of these videos for a certain territory. No problem. I can switch them out very easily with something else. Now that was all with pre-recorded videos. But what if I wanted to do a live broadcast in my linear feed? Let's say I have an hour-long show that I want to do about, it's a news show or something, and I want to broadcast from Pacific Standard Time at 1 o'clock. If I wanted to make that work for every single time zone, I have to try to figure out what 1 o'clock is elsewhere in the world. So instead what I'm going to do is use Zenither's very powerful Adjust for Live feature. I'm going to show you exactly how that works. Here's a live broadcast for an hour, and then I'm going to slot it at 1 p.m., and then I'm going to hit Adjust for Live. And then it's going to ask me to select any live episode that has been slotted for that day. I'm going to pick the only one that's there. And then I'm going to say select all time zones, and then I'm going to adjust for live. To also save a ton of time scheduling content, we have what's called the release pattern, which allows you to create a recurring schedule for a new episode. So to demonstrate, select all. I'm going to select every time zone. I'm going to select Adventure Movies, Season 1 of Adventure Movies, and I'm going to pick today's date, which the time of this recording was the 9th. And then I'm going to select, till November 30th. And I'm going to pick Sunday. And then I'm going to pick 6 p.m. So we're going to make this the 6 p.m. Sunday Adventure Movies time slot. By doing this, I have now set it so that every Sunday at 6 p.m. it's going to play the first episode of that movie show. And then the next week, Sunday at 6 p.m., it's going to show episode 2. If it ran out of episodes, it would start over from episode 1 again. That easily, that quickly, and that efficiently. This is a patented system, guys. So just in closing, this is Zenither. It is a TV Anywhere application that offers an authentic, true and genuine, and just fun experience to find and discover content and watch it very easily on demand. As you can see in this demo, our application is very close to being able to launch in the market. We're looking for more content providers of all sizes, new media influencers, major television networks, film distributors, and more. We could do simulcast stations like our competitor TV Anywhere applications can, but our dynamic stations open brand new possibilities. It's also cheaper to distribute content dynamically than the traditional broadcast method, while also giving users a much better watch experience with social features, merchandise integration, and no need to ever DVR anything. Thanks for watching this demo, and we look forward to meeting you all.